Look at our purple heron lined up there in the light. Come on, purple heron, there you are. Now we have another white one here. Just flown out of the picture too quickly. People, big questions today, big, more than questions. Well, we could ask a big question, but big events, amazing events. You know, when is the world going to end? When is the Messiah going to return? And you have all kinds of people saying all kinds of things. And you have beautiful, beautiful transformation happening today. In the first reading, you have a slave owner turning around. A slave owner turning around. I see a paddleboard out there. That could be somebody I know who's actually here volunteering, but I'm not sure. It's just my hunch. You see there to the right of that light? I wonder, how do we get him in the light? Oh yeah, we have to move this way. We're almost in line, lined up. All these pilgrims were out here this morning. Buenos dias. Good morning. Buenos dias. Good morning. These are students from Madrid. What's the university?
Francisco de Vitoria.
Francisco de Vitoria.
Madrid.
Madrid. Are you for Barcelona or Real Madrid?
Real Madrid.
Oh, everybody speaks in the same voice. This is live stream.
Hi.
Very good, very good. What's your impression? Anything to share to the world?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
Any other word?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I gave them a tour last night and I recognized some of the faces. They're great kids, and this university systematically brings a lot of students, and they usually come in groups of about 25 or so, and typically they have professors with them. 2 or 3 professors come also, so not only do the students get the exposure to the Holy Land, but also the professors, and they come by faculties. It's a rather young university in Madrid, Francisco de Vitoria, and doing very well. Very motivated young people. Francisco de Vitoria was a famous... Hello, somebody wants to say hello? Hello there, good morning. We're on live stream, is that okay with you? Do you like to be on the camera?
No.
No, okay.
Thank you anyway,
No problem.
though.
Where are you from?
We're from Washington State.
Washington State, welcome.
Yeah. Are you Father Kelly?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're with a little church on the prairie group.
Ah, I met you yesterday.
Yeah,
And
yes.
is the Church on the Prairie pastor here?
He's not here right this minute.
He's not
sleeping.
here.
We
Good
came
for
down
him.
to watch
The
sunrise.
sleeping pastor.
Yeah.
would be a good interview.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
she would be great.
So you're from the little church on the prairie, right?
I am. Hi, good morning.
And what's your first name again?
Jin Shil.
Jinshil.
Jin Shil.
Jinshil. Where's that name from?
It's from Korean language.
Korean language.
It means verity. Truthful.
Verity,
I
truthfulness.
try to live up to it.
Ah, fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome. So where's the little church on the prairie?
It's located in Lakewood, Washington.
Lakewood, Washington.
Like Washington State.
Uh-huh.
Not Washington, the capital of
Right,
the US.
right. So what's your experience here in the Holy Land, Junshil?
Oh, it's been amazing. Hard to put into words, and something I would like to inscribe on my forever long-term memory forever. I think the biggest thing is just having a mental visual picture of all the things I read in the Bible. Being able to see a real Sea of Galilee when, in my mind, when I read about it later in the Gospels. I can't wait to read through the scriptures, especially the 4 Gospels again. Yeah.
Excellent. And here's the young man. Do you have something to say?
My brother.
Your brother. So we have brother and sister. What's your name?
My name is John.
That's easier than Junshil.
Yes, younger brother.
You're doing a great job with it.
I've just had so much, gained so much that I would never have even imagined that I would be able to gain from coming to the Holy Land and seeing all of the sights and seeing everything firsthand. It really puts things into perspective. Any doubt that I've ever had that of the Gospels or anything has just completely gone away. Absolutely, it just became so real. And I recommend this to everyone. Everyone has to come here and see this. This is amazing. Just the Sea of Galilee where Jesus was, the sunrise. It's amazing.
John, thank you very much. You're speaking with the enthusiasm of the Apostle John.
Thank you very much.
And your sister is way ahead as well.
No, that's who he's named after.
You're right.
I also used to call him John the Baptist when he was a toddler.
Okay. Very good. God bless you.
God bless you as well.
And keep being a light in the world. You're a sunrise as well.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Father Kelly.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
God bless you.
Great to see young people with this enthusiasm. And they look like smart young people, like those other college students and new generations of believers. We get a lot of bad news about what's going on in the world, but the Lord is raising up new generations. And that gives us a lot of hope and joy. It's always great for families to see the little children come along, the grandchildren come along. Even some people are blessed to see great-grandchildren coming along. And then you have in the spiritual life as well, so many coming along. And actually that's language that Paul uses today, and he calls Onesimus his child. And he's almost no, the letter is to Onesimus. That's the man who owns the slave. Imagine that language, the man who owns the slave. Where do we go with that? The man who owns the slave. The man who owns a slave. Oh no, Onesimus is the name of the slave. Now I got my mind back together again. And Philemon is the owner. You read the words in there, it's amazing, the respect for the human being. I think we're going to have a landing here this morning. And I think I was right about who's on this paddleboard. We get down real close to the shore here. Good morning, Brad. Yeah, you come in very fast. You were very far out there. How fast do you travel here? How fast do you travel at maximum speed?
I don't have a speedometer on this one, but I usually go about 6 miles an hour.
6 miles an hour. So that's much faster than walking. That's almost like running. Move along. So here we have a man as well from the west coast of the U.S., the city of Portland, Oregon. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. No rain here.
Oregon is blessed like Ireland because you're exposed to the Pacific, so you get all that. Very good.
Yeah.
So Brad's here as a volunteer, helping giving tours.
Paddleboard tour.
A paddleboard tour. You want to come to have the paddleboard tour with Brad? I'm going to keep walking, Brett, because I need to get my blood circulating. It's a little chilly for me. Oh, I have some other people over here. Maybe they'll say hello. Good morning, Father. Where are you from? Arizona. Welcome. Father Kelly. Which diocese?
No, you're Eamon Kelly. I'm Greg Adolph from.
I'm here in Magla.
I was with you 6 years ago in Jerusalem.
You were here 6 years ago?
You gave us the tour down there at the
The
Shroud.
Shroud. Very good.
Good to see you, Father
Welcome
Eamon.
home. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We're
Father
doing
Eamon.
live stream here around the world.
Are you?
You want to say hello? No, you want to say quiet. Or you want to say hello? Father Greg from Arizona. He's here this morning. What's your comment?
Beautiful. It's a deeply moving experience. Gives you a little taste of the resurrection.
That's well said. That's a lot said in 3 words. A taste of the resurrection.
Where's your sister, Father?
Yeah, she's here as well. Yeah, she's around someplace. She'll be. Celine. County Clare. Yeah. Gosh, what a memory. Come on. Oh, look at our Egyptian goose here. I wonder what's happened that she's so tame this morning. So not afraid. We'll give her space now, not like the cat the other day that was in a territorial dispute. So I'm doing my live stream here. Shalom, good morning.
Father Kelly, how are you?
Very well, God bless you. Just hold this for me a second. Just keep it out there in the sun, the sunrise. It's on live stream. And if you guys want to say something, you're welcome. We had different people here on the this morning. Not always we have so many people saying hello to the whole world. This is a Facebook live stream.
Oh.
Do you want to say something about what we did last night? Or you're not ready to say something like that this hour of the morning?
Okay, no, I can say a few words.
So we just have to introduce you.
Oh.
So this is
Well,
going to the whole
yes, it's live. If you're comfortable, you don't have to do it, okay? Don't feel pressured at all. If you just want to tell the people what we did last night.
Okay, all right.
And this is Rabbi.
Hi, good morning. I'm Rabbi Steve Shulman, my wife Ava Lady Shulman, and Allison Shortell.
Hello, Alison. Good morning. And your first name was?
Eva.
Eva. Oh, wow. And you're Adam?
Steve.
Steve, not because Eva and Adam, right?
We haven't had any apples yet, so.
Okay, very good. So what happened last night here in Magla?
Thank you, Father, first of all, for your graciousness and hospitality. We're part of a group of 22 people, residents and staff and friends of the Jewish Senior Services, both a skilled nursing facility and assisted living facility in Bridgeport, Connecticut, in the United States. And we are on our 3rd trip to Israel. We've had over 11 years. Our first one was in 2011, 2014, and now in 2022. Organized by our President and Chief Executive Officer, Andrew Banoff. And so we've been at the Magdala for 3 nights, the first half of our trip, but today we're going up to Jerusalem later in the day, in the afternoon. So last night we marked Kristalnacht, the anniversary of the terrible, if you will, first steps towards the Holocaust in World War II. The evening of November 8th, November 9th in 1938, when the Nazis in Germany and Austria attacked Jewish people, their homes, their places of work, their synagogues. In Hebrew, it's known as Leil Havadolit, the night of crystal, or Kristalnacht, the night of broken glass, because of the utter destruction and how much glass littered the streets. And it's become a modern sacred day. It's getting there akin to the importance of Yom HaShoah, the Gvura, the Holocaust Memorial Day. And it's very interesting that both in synagogues and churches throughout the world it has really grown in importance. Years ago it was observed mainly in synagogues that were founded by refugees from Germany and Austria. Ava grew up in Chile, and her synagogue, her parents, her mother was a Holocaust survivor from Germany and Holland. Her father was born in Germany, but he and his brothers and parents experienced Kristallnacht, and they were fortunately able to get out of Germany to Chile in the months afterwards. And in our group, we've had several Holocaust survivors and refugees who participated, but by divine providence, we happened to join with Father Kelly and my colleague, Rabbi Gadi Capella, and his congregants, who were live streaming a service, and Father graciously showed us, and we did it at the site of the ancient synagogue in Magdala, and Father graciously showed us the importance of the historical site, the earliest found synagogue in the Galilee, going back to the first century. So he combined the history there along with the significance of the evening that we had, and Father Gadi led us in some prayers.
Father Gaddy.
Rabbi Gadi, an example of the wonderful multi-faith relations that we have here. And Rabbi Gadi led some prayers, and Avon and several of our survivors who were with us, many of whom were hidden children, spoke briefly about their experiences. And a friend of Gadi's, Rabbi Gadi was born in Israel, and one of his dear family friends, Ganit Sabari, a wonderful singer, Yemenite singer, sang some Yemenite liturgical pieces. So it was just a wonderful, wonderful evening, and through divine providence it all came together, because we were supposed to meet with Father Kelly, and it all just worked out beautifully. So a number of us came down to join everyone else to see the sunrise over the Kinneret, the Sea of the Galilee, and we're just very, very happy to be here. So
Thank you for giving that little report. I was going to make a comment myself, but it was better to have it from the rabbi's mouth.
Not at all.
And it was amazing how Rabbi Gadi had planned this, and your group then just found out so by providentially that it was happening, so it made the event all the more special.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning, and God bless, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the hospitality.
God bless you. Thank you, Eva.
Thank you, Father.
God bless you. I do this sunrise stroll and chat every morning since COVID started on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's what we're doing. Yeah, we can give you the link afterwards.
Oh, thank you, Father.
So this morning we've gone a little long on these meeting the people here, such a variety of people. And that was an amazing thing last night, how these two groups came together, and neither group knew that they were here, and there were some mutual acquaintances. In one case there were two friends, one in each group, and so it was a remarkable human encounter. And that's what we see in the first reading. We see the development of heart. The development of heart that replaces the burdened, corrupted structures of humanity, of social life, and that is slavery. And then the punishment system for the breaking of slavery is exposed by love. And what's amazing is that the person who is tied up in that corrupted structure, just because that's the way things happen in society, the way things happen, that's the way things are done here. But sometimes the way things are done have a lot of injustice in them and need transformation. And I just am totally stirred by the language used in the first reading here. It's absolutely amazing. Allow us to go a couple more minutes extra today because of all these encounters we've had. And the way Paul is writing to Philemon is astonishing. I find it absolutely astonishing. So delighting, so delightful, so encouraging. Just the language of it. Although I have full right in Christ to order you to do what is proper, because Paul is leading the community and he has baptized this man, he has been his father in faith in a way. And he says, although I have the full right in Christ to order you to do what is proper, I rather urge you out of love. And he appeals to his own condition. I'm an old man. I'm a prisoner. I urge you on behalf of my child. So he's calling the slave his own child. You see all the weighty, heart-filled reasoning here. And these reasonings are not cold reasonings. They're deeply emotional, deeply heart-filled. They're filled with love, reason and love. When reason and love combine, what a power the human person is. That's what God created. Sometimes our reason and love, our heart and reason are against each other. We have a civil war inside in us. When reason and love combine, what a power of transformation. And that's happening in Paul himself, and that's happening in Onesimus, and that's happening in Philemon. And here we see the transformation of society happening. And you might say, well, that was just one slave and one slave owner and one spokesman for the gospel. But you know, it's a seed. The seed is sown, and a little seed, that big tree here in front of us, was once a little seed. And it grew to be a mighty tree. And the same goes for all these trees over here. And that's the beauty about seeds and the way nature is constructed. And that's the beauty about how human society is transformed and changed. One step at a time, one seed at a time, one kind word at a time in a moment of hurt and brokenness. One kind event, one little celebration, one nice little birthday party each year. How much that does for a person that might be lonely. To remember one's close relatives, to remember one's close neighbours, to remember moments of the past that were very sad, like Kristalnacht, moments of kindness. And eventually, you see, the gospel transformed a lot of these corrupted situations of slavery, of broken relationships. And when the gospel message recedes, when that love of God recedes, then a lot of you don't plant a garden, an awful lot of weeds grow. And somebody planted these trees, and it's a blessing for us for generations. And the same with every good deed. It's sowing a seed that's transformative, that's transformational. And this is how our world is transformed, not by a path of violence. Violence doesn't transform hearts, it breaks hearts. Violent words, violent emotions, violent attitudes, violent intentions. They just destroy. But kind deeds, thoughtfulness, generosity, helpfulness for the lonely. Maybe there's a relative in our family that needs a little attention. Maybe there were some difficult moments in the past, but we can start again. Slavery can be transformed. And unfortunately, it has appeared again in society because we need to do an awful lot more homework, an awful lot more growth. So I encourage you to do that. There's a big question about when the kingdom of heaven comes in the gospel today. And that's how it comes. It comes through that gentleness. You can't say it's here, it's there. You can see it when you see those fruits, the fruits of the kingdom. Joy, peace, fraternity, friendship, helpfulness, justice, peace. The Lord secures justice for the oppressed. And who are the oppressed? Actually, the slaveholders are. The people who act and do terrorism. They're oppressed by evil. And the work of God in their hearts is also transforming them. The Lord raises up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the just. The Lord protects strangers. There we are in Psalm 146. People, may you be part of the coming of the kingdom each day and today in your home. A blessing, a sunrise, a new resurrection. I'm a bit wrapped up this morning. It's just chilly here. God bless you. See you later, alligators.